Hey, welcome back to a new episode of the Mentor and the Mentee Blueprint. My name is Mohamed Bayo. I am the mentee, and I'm here with.
Anthony Tuggle, I'm the mentor. Looking forward to a very engaging conversation with Mohamed today.
As always.
Yes.
Yes, sir, Anthony. So, on the last episode, you made an announcement that you will now be transforming this into allowing other mentees to come take the spot with you. So that way we be able to give the audience a broader perspective.
Yes.
And it made me view some of the episodes that we've done. We've done about 18 episodes. Yeah,
Wow.
17 to
That
18
many?
episodes.
17, 18? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And it's been a journey. We bootstrapped this from grassroots, and
We did.
now we're here with Omni Worldwide setting the production for us. So it's just been an awesome
It
experience.
was just you and I at first.
Yeah, 100%.
We were just you and I with your camera, and we elevated it to bring in Omni Worldwide, and Gavin, the
Mm-hmm.
listener from
Yep.
Omni Worldwide, has been the lead on this project for us. So kudos to Gavin and Omni Worldwide for the partnership.
Mhm.
But it started with the two of us. It's
Yeah.
just a thought that we thought about. I was like, I think we should have a podcast. We should name it The Blueprint. We came up with the Mentor and Mentee. And
Mm-hmm.
thank you for just being willing to test this with me.
100%. I think it was great for both of us. And, even when I first met you about roughly 18 months ago, you've been my mentor since. And obviously, you've been a mentor to many others. So, in my curiosity, I wonder, how has this experience been on the mentor side, being recorded and allowing others to be looped into these sessions between us?
For me, it has been, I've been debating for years whether or not I do a podcast. That's what most people like. You should do a podcast. But I want to do something meaningful.
Mhm.
And yes, I could talk about my kidney journey and health experiences. But I want to talk about, and that's important. But I really want to talk about something else that I'm passionate about, and that is leadership development.
Yeah.
I am very passionate about developing our future leaders, transforming good leaders to great leaders. So it was only natural
Right.
for me to have a mentor mentee type podcast to kick it off. I've truly enjoyed it. And again, I just want to thank you for, being a good partner and affording me opportunities for us to kind of have this dialogue and start sharing with people about some of the lesson learns
Right.
from a mentor perspective and mentee. And I think it's just important now because I've been doing this mentor role for such a long time.
Yeah.
It's important now for us to kind of open it up
Yeah.
to allow others who have different perspectives than you to come sit in that chair,
Mhm.
and we continue to share. At the end of the day, I just want to continue to share lesson learned from a mentee and a mentor, and reinforce why having a mentor is so important.
Yeah, 100%. Having you come speak to our group at Europe in 2024, and then doing my
That
own.
seemed like a long time ago.
I know, right? Time flies by when
It
you're having a
does.
good time.
Yep.
So you came and spoke, and I did my due diligence, and I found out Mr. Mentoring Wednesday, right?
Yeah, that's
So,
right. Mentoring Wednesday been going on for the last 3-4 years now. So
hmm
I'm known by Mentoring
exactly.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So, just being under your wing and learning so much from you in the past months, over a year now, and then able to translate that to video for other people to learn about it. You taught me a lot in a perspective behind the off camera, and a lot on camera. A few of our most popular episodes is how to operate in office in corporate politics, having pie as your own evaluation,
performance, image, exposure,
100%, the importance of networking, uh,
networking.
and personal branding, which is something that really touched point with me because, and I like how everything always ties back to another, right? So the personal branding goes to the pie component,
Yes.
but to me it stood out because we live in a world where it's social media driven and that online presence is your first resume, is your first impression nowadays.
Exactly.
And so I think I really took that in and I really appreciate it. But it was a lot that the camera didn't see that I learned working with you, Anthony, on this podcast. And I
For
wanted,
example, give me an example. Like what? What did you learn that the camera
yeah,
didn't
so
pick up?
it was a lot. I learned a lot of business acumen dealing with you, Anthony. I learned about punctuality. I learned about readiness, being prepared, and I also learned how to not overthink things. Now, I still may be a victim of it, but overall, I learned a lot, and I think I could really frame that to the 5 Ps of proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Mhm.
And that alone has been just a monumental thing because it's transferable. And that's what I really noticed about our conversations is that it didn't just hold value in this room. It held value in multiple areas of my life, just making me a better professional in the workplace and a better person outside of work.
Awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing it. I'm glad it's been a great experience for you because that's very important to me.
Hmm.
I've truly enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I cannot believe we've done 18 episodes.
Yeah,
Um, it's like, wow, see what happened? We're having so much fun.
exactly.
Uh, but I mean, again, I just gotta thank you. I can't thank you enough for being willing to go through this pilot period with me. And it was a success.
Yeah, a
It
lot of
was such a
feedback.
success that we're rolling it out. We're going to continue it and allow others. So those of who have been anxiously waiting to join us, your opportunities now here. You can come join us and participate on
Hmm.
the Mentor Mentee Blueprint podcast,
Hmm.
as well as we're launching in March the Leadership Blueprint podcast, where I'll be bringing in different leaders and we
Okay.
can kind of elevate the conversation and talk about our own leadership experiences and best practices. So I'm actually excited. I'm excited about both, but I'm excited about really bringing in other leaders
Right.
so that we can have that real meaningful conversation. And I get to bring in individuals that I have mentored and allow them to kind of share their perspective and their learnings as
Right.
well.
Me and you met early on in my career, and I think a benefit from that is I was able to avoid a lot of pit holes.
Yes,
And so I think that was very valuable. But like you mentioned, you've been a mentor for years,
decades,
decades, right? And
a
the
couple,
the benefit
maybe
of it,
three.
right? The benefit of all that is a lot of your mentees have now went on to create great
Oh
success
my
within other
God.
organizations.
Let me tell you the one thing, probably the thing I'm most proud of all of my accomplishments as a leader, is my mentees.
Hmm.
My mentees are now senior leaders, officers for Fortune 50 companies. A lot of them
Wow.
run their own companies. So when I step back and see, did I get it right?
Yeah.
I guess I did because
Yeah.
my mentors are shining and I am so happy for them. Um, you guys are making me proud. You're making me proud. I don't want to get emotional about it, but making me proud because I go hard as it relates to leadership development and seeing people. I take it to heart when I say I want good leaders to transform into great leaders. And I feel like that's my expertise. That's what I do really, really well.
Right.
And you guys have afforded me an opportunity to continue to do that.
And it's been a great experience, but it leaves me curious on why mentoring? Why the mentoring Wednesdays? Why the mentoring circles? The whole
Because I believe this is the most important skill um, you could learn as a leader is people management. And part of people management is being able to provide them with the necessary coaching and developing. I believe everyone wants to get better.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's my role as a leader is to really pour into my future leaders.
Yeah. I think that's a great mission. I think that's a great mission, Anthony. And I know that you previously done mentoring circles. Do you have any plans in the near future to allow others to be involved in the same scope?
Yes, because that's a great setup question. One of the things that we're going to be we kicking off this year, hopefully by the end of first quarter, we're going to have the Mentor Mentee um, Blueprint podcast, where we're going to bring in other mentors to sit in the hot chair like
Right.
you. We're going to rotate that, and then we're rolling out the leadership Blueprint series where I bring in other leaders and
Hmm.
get to have a more elevated conversation about leadership and what are we doing, what goes, what things you can do well, best practice, etc.,
Right.
and your why.
Hmm.
And then the third thing we're doing is, and you guys tell us or tell me, the third thing we want to do is kick off a Tuggle Nation mentoring circle.
Wow.
And we want to, do that in Atlanta and also do one virtually. There's going to require you to sign up for it, small fee, but it's like the bring, and the fee is for me to kind of find a location, set it up, and all the what's the word I'm looking for? The logistics
The
to get the
logistics.
logistics set up. But I would love to open it up where we have a mentoring circle where we bring in people and
Right.
have a little curriculum and you come together once a month and yeah, we talk. We
Yeah.
and it's we're gonna keep it informal, but it's we talk. We talk about, a mentor, mentee, just lesson learns and open forum. So you guys tell us, is
Yeah.
that something we want based on the positive response from Mentoring Wednesday and the emails and the chats I receive. I think it's a hit. I think it's
Yes.
gonna be a
It's a
hit.
solid move. I
It's a
mean,
solid move, and you don't have to be part. You don't have to have been a work with me at AT&T and was a part of Tuggle Nation. You guys know this now by now that all of you are part of Tuggle Nation. Whether you thought so or not, you are part of Tuggle Nation, and you're
yeah.
invited. So I'm looking forward to that. The mentoring circle is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds exciting. I love the aspect of having people just have a chance for mentorship. Because if I'm being honest with you, Anthony, before you, I had leaders who invested in me and wanted for me to be good, but I never had someone sit me down and be like, mentor. This is what mentorship is. This is the substance of it. This is the formality of it, and this is the value that you gain from it.
What was the hardest part about you sitting in that chair?
The hardest part, from my experience, is being able to draw out those answers from you. And that's me keeping in mind the audience and the people who want to have that value from you, Anthony. Because I'm able to be self-aware to understand that me and you have different, very, very different experiences. Like you've been in the game as long as I've been alive. Eh,
Oh, wow. Is that your way of saying I'm old?
No, it's my way of saying you a seasoned executive.
There you go. All right. Wisdom, wisdom, my boy.
Yeah.
Wisdom, wisdom.
With that being said, it's like, how can I bridge that gap for those who are still becoming emerging leaders or finding their paths? What value can they take from hearing a seasoned executive like you?
Right.
I think that was the most challenging part.
But yeah, just trying to come up with the right angles. You did a good job.
I
You did a
appreciate
good
that.
job from a mentor, especially someone who only been with me for 18 months.
Hmm.
And we met in Europe. So I think you've done and you joined me as an intern. So I
Yeah.
think you did a very good job. I think now is the time because, it was a pilot. So I wanted to test and see, did we have an audience for this type of conversation? It sounds like we do.
Yeah. And the data says,
The data says, yeah, data doesn't lie. So the data says we have an audience for it. So I want to bring in other mentees that, from other walks of life, different experiences. I think it just rounds off the conversation. And
Hmm.
that's why we're doing it that way. But I just want to say thank you again
Yeah.
for 18 episodes.
18 episodes. And don't get it twisted. I'm still Tuggle Nation. I'm still Tuggle Nation.
You are?
Yeah,
Okay.
come on. Now, how you going to invite everybody else and not me?
You invited. You got a front row seat.
Okay,
All you got
so
to do is let me know. Like I said, as we kick off this next version of the Mentor Mentee podcast, we will invite you back because it'll be great to kind of have you come back and be like, now that you are up and running, you've seen other people sitting in your chair, would love to kind of
yeah.
understand your perspective.
And I'm excited for those people because I know a lot of your mentees. I know some of them. You have so many, and all of them are very sharp and impressive and have real life scenarios that they can bring for the audience can learn. And
Yes,
that's the most exciting part
that's
of
the
it.
most exciting part. And we're blessed.
Yeah.
I feel like we're blessed to just be able to have this platform and
Hmm.
have this dialogue. And to what, for me, it's a way to give back as a leader.
Yeah.
And it's rewarding to see all the great things my mentors are doing and gonna go out and do. And I'm really looking forward to having a dialogue with my colleagues.
Yeah. That's
That should
exciting.
really that's where I got some. I'm not gonna share names yet, but I got some cool names, some cool people. Looking forward to coming, and even for the leadership ones and the mentee podcast, I would prefer like to have it in person in Atlanta. So I know I have so many people. There are so many people around the country, the world, but I'm gonna try to keep it to where we can shoot the videos or the podcast in person would
Right.
be ideal. Maybe a couple we do on the leadership level. We have to do virtually.
Yeah. Busy leaders.
Yeah, busy, busy. But yeah, virtually. However, I'm trying to work through leaders' schedule that when they're in the ATL, when they're in Atlanta, we can just film it then
Yeah.
and then just show it later. So that's the ideal, but there are going to be cases where I'm going to have people join me virtually.
Yeah, sounds exciting. Definitely enjoyed this experience here with Anthony, and I'm definitely looking forward to season 2 of the Mentor and the Mentee Blueprint.
Yes, me too. Any closing comments, lesson learned that you want to share with the audience? You have the floor.
Yeah, so if I were to leave any advice to anyone watching, this came straight from Anthony, is never allow anyone to put limitations on your capabilities. When I first started with Anthony, it was a undiscovered path that I didn't know I was going to go down on. But when you have the proper guidance, when you have the proper mentor, and you have that synergy, communication, and trust, you're able to have someone that guides you properly. And that's why, and that's how I learned the importance of mentorship. So definitely stay tuned and always seek out your own mentor as well to build that connection.
Thank you. And I want to just say to you, Mohammed, thank you. Thank you for sitting in the chair. Thank you for allowing me to mentor you. Um, I think the world of you. I gave you a chance, and you've been with me for about 18 months, and I wish you nothing but success in the future. You can always call me.
Yeah.
I'll pick up your call
Good.
and I will continue to always give you the good, the
Bad
bad,
and the
and
ugly.
the ugly. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
So if don't ever worry about me giving it to you straight.
All right,
That
because
doesn't change.
that's always gonna come,
It's
right?
gonna come. That's just who I am. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, my goal is to transform you
Hmm.
into a better individual and a better leader.
Yeah.
So hopefully I did okay
No, you
and
did great, man.
sending you on your way and you can go do some amazing things in the future.
Sounds great, Anthony. Definitely a wonderful experience. Love to hear.
Yep. Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate you. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. Remember in March we will kick off a new mentor mentee Blueprint series with new individuals joining us,
Hmm.
joining me, I should say. And then in March, we'll be kicking off the leadership series, the leadership blueprint with other leaders, my colleagues. So looking forward to both. And a mentoring circle will be coming out soon for those who are interested.
A lot of things in the pipeline.
Yes, I'm actually looking forward, but it all center around leadership development, mentoring, and at the end of the day, we just want people to become better leaders
100%.
and make an impact.
Yeah. Of
Thank you. Thank you again. Appreciate you, Mohamed.
course, Anthony.
Thank you.